Mr. Rupert, welcome to the 3 Second Funny Car Club.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting. That was one of the main goals we were trying to do. Now we have other goals to try to repeat and go a little quicker.
Jason, I've always loved the scheme you've got on your hot rod. It is, yes, a new body, a modern body, but it's got that nostalgia flair with that paint job and those names on the side. Dive into your family history, your drag racing history, and why a place like the Winter Nationals and the Pomona drag strip with in and out here and everything, why it's so important to someone like you.
Well, family history goes back to the early 50s up in Spokane, Washington. My uncle, my dad's older brother, started racing. He was quite a bit older than my dad, 8 or 9 years, I believe. Actually, they brought NHRA, the safety safari, the original guys, up to Spokane at Deer Park, and got the first sanctioning NHRA race in the state of Washington, and that was early 50s on the original road trip with Bud Coons and all those guys. Anyways, my dad started racing in 61, and he raced unblown fuel dragsters, and in 65 he was able to land a ride with the Eagle electric car, which was a top fuel car, and it was pretty much the best top fuel car in the Northwest. It ended up being number 3 on the drag news list before the drag news list went away and it went to the national point system. He met my mom in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan at my grandfather's track, and they moved down here to Southern California just in time for me never to have to live in any cold weather, which was good for me, you know. Anyways, I was born in 71. You know, the 70 funny car movement in Southern California was absolutely huge. I mean, there were, I don't even know how many cars there were, but they had 64 car shows. And I used to sit in the back of my dad's truck and look at him sitting in his car with his silver mask on, and just, that's what I wanted to do. So here we are, 2023 years later, and we finally built this car. We ran alcohol cars for years, nostalgia cars for quite a few years. We did really well with, we did a lot better with the nostalgia car than the alcohol car. We did pretty damn good with the alcohol car on our budget. Well, a few years ago, we talked to Steve Pluger, and he was getting out of it, and we decided I wasn't getting any younger. I had a really good group of people around, so we decided to take the plunge.
You, speaking of a good group of people around, I've noticed you got a Nitro legend along with you this weekend, and Ron Tobler. And I, in passing, asked him, said, "Ron, you having fun?" And he's like, "No, I'm reminded why I retired." It seems like he's been whipping y'all into shape.
He's been whipping us into shape, and we need it. We're a part-time team, and we're pretty naive on a lot of the stuff. So he's been nice enough to mentor, you know, me and the guys, and kind of try to teach us to go in the right direction. And I mean, we learned a lot this weekend, and I think we made some major boundaries or major steps this weekend. I mean, of course, we had some, you know, some setbacks and mistakes and stuff like that. But you know, when you're a part-time team and you don't get to go to dance every dance, pretty much, you know, you're going to have that little bit of teething going on.
SoCal and every underdog lover, pull for Jason Rupert.